Hi, this is Logan Rosas. Hi, this is Logan Rosas with the Sociology of Deviance, and today I would like to talk about some topics on internet deviance. The first topic I'd like to talk about is the types of hackers. We have the white hat, gray hat, and black hat. A white hat is a type of hacker that is usually hired by a company to test their network for security and try their best to hack, and that company to look for holes in their online security. These type of hackers are morally okay because they are asked to do it by the company, and typically they are wanted. Gray hat hackers are kind of in between. They are not hired by a company, but they are also not mischievous. Usually, gray hat hackers look for holes in companies without their permission, and then with this information, they'll either tell the company, like, hey, you have a hole in your security. Or another example of a gray hat hacker is someone who's would be hacking around into someone's personal computer or something who would find bad things and tell the authorities. A black hat hacker is a hacker who is hacking for mischievous nature. He wants to steal or create havoc on the internet. Um, Typically, a black hat hacker only has one motive, which is just to destroy what they're seeking or to um, steal something of some sort. Next, we have what is called the dark web or different kinds of web. So, on the surface, which is usually what we see in everyday life, is just what typically it's governed by the government, what is allowed for you to see. So, like on the slide is Wikipedia, Google, Bing, all sorts of social medias. And then next up, we have the deep web, which is where you can start finding some social or illegal activity. Typically, the deep web is a place where, like, you can find different kinds of paperwork that you should not have access to, or information that you should not have access to. Then you get to the dark web. The dark web is where things are sold that should not be, such as like guns, or you could even find trafficking websites, or even websites that have torture and stuff like that. Next, we have identity theft, which is another form of internet deviance. Typically, identity theft is when a person goes online, tries to hack into your computer to steal your information, and then by doing so, he will act as you and then buy things or put your name on some stuff that you don't need it, make fake credit cards, or even steal your bank information and spend money in your own name. Another thing I wanted to talk about, which was on the first slide of chapter 11, which said that the internet is like the Wild West. Um, I would have to agree with this statement. The internet is very much like the Wild West due to you can have complete anonymity, meaning you can be completely faceless and nameless. What that creates is people think they can do whatever they want with no repercussions, which is somewhat true on the internet. People generally can post whatever they like, and if they're smart enough, they can get away with it. Um, the only difference I would say is that the Wild West, at least, it was hard to remain anonymous. On the internet, you can be as wild as you want, and no one will know who you are. And lastly, we have cyberbullying or hateful messages online, which plays back into the concept of anonymity. Which so if people think that they will have no repercussions for their actions, then they will be able to post whatever they like. So usually on the internet, this results in comments from profiles that are private and no identifying factors, commenting stuff like hate speech and slur words and stuff like that on the people's profiles.